this morning I said that we were going to be measuring something new. We're not going to be measuring how long something is or how heavy something is. Tony, what are we measuring? The volume. Now we're not talking about the volume in science with the sound volume. We're talking about math volume. And when we're measuring the volume in math, we're measuring what? What do you think? What do you think, Peter? Yeah, how much something is, and another way to say that is how much you have of something. So if I were to look at the cups, this is a special mixture. Since we're starting George and his marvelous medicine, this is his marvelous medicine that he concocted. Concocting something means you're making it. So this is the medicine that he made. Which cup has the most medicine in it? The most. Sasha. Okay. You might say cup C, but there's another one that you could say. What is the other one, Maya? Cup G. Why could I say either cup C or cup G? Oh my goodness, say that louder. Cup C is the same as cup G. Alexis, will you come up and fill that in on the board? It says cup C is the same as cup G. Let's take a look. Which one has the least amount in it? The least amount of medicine. Darius.
Cup D.
Darius says cup D has the least amount. Darius, I see some friends agreeing with you, but how do we know cup D has the least amount? How do I know? Tony. I see a lot of your friends doing this with their hands, which means to me that there's not much in there, right? So if I held cup D up to cup A would have more, right? Okay, that's a great way to see how much volume is in the cup. So you're right, cup D is the least amount of volume. Let's take a look at the board. Cup A is than cup G. Is it more than cup G, or is it less than cup G, Isaiah?
Cup A is less than cup G.
If you agree with Isaiah that cup A is less than cup G, say woohoo!
Woo!
Samara, will you fill in the first blank for us? And the next sentence, cup C is then cup D. So we're comparing two cups, cup C and cup D. Jasmine.
Cup C is
Okay, so we could say is more than, right? But can I say it is longer than? No, because we can't measure the length of a liquid. Can I say that it's heavier than? No, because I don't measure the weight of a liquid. I measure the volume of the liquid, so I can either say if there is more or less. So what would I use to fill in this blank again, Jasmine? So can you fill that in for me reading the sentence?
Cup C is more than.
Excellent. And Medina, will you fill that in for me? All of these cups are the same size. The cups are the same size. Thumbs up if you agree with that sentence. Okay. What if I put size? No, they're not. Okay. What about this container and this container? Are these two containers the same size? No. Okay. What about this container and this container? No? Yuki, you say that this container and this container is the exact same size. No, not really, right? Okay. What about this container and this cup? Are there any two containers that I have back here the same size? Jasmine, you say yes. Jasmine, can you whisper to Justin which container you think is the same size? Do you agree with her? Can you show that to me by putting it up here? Right. Whoa. Everyone agrees with you, Justin, that these two containers are the exact same size. If these two containers are the same size, and I put the same amount of liquid, let's see. If I put the same amount of liquid this is 1 cup. And this is 1 cup. Both containers would have the same amount of liquid. Now, if I put one cup, right? This is 1 cup, into this container, it doesn't look the same. Why doesn't it look the same? Summer.
Because those two containers are wide and that container is tall. So that's why it's shaping a different way, but it actually has the same amount of medicine.
Whoa. Okay. If this has 1 cup, this has 1 cup, this has 1 cup. If I put this into it, this is 1 cup, right? If I put this in, that one doesn't look the same. But they all have the same amount. Why doesn't it look the same? Sahada.
It doesn't look the same because only two of the containers look exactly alike. So if I pour 3 liquids into 3 full cups of each liquid into those 2 containers, they will look exactly the same because they're the same size, the same length, and they look like. If I put the other container next to the other container with the round container, the round container, that container, it's round, but it still has the same exact, the same liquid into it.
Okay. Now, I'm going to do something very sneaky. And while I do this, I want everyone to turn and face the windows. Nobody can look at what I'm doing. Keep your eyes back. Don't look, don't look. Don't look, don't look. I see that you want to look. Don't look. Don't look, don't look. Almost ready. Almost ready. Don't look, don't look. Don't look, don't look. Don't look, don't look. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Show me second graders in 3, 2, 1. Now it looks like all 3 are up to the same line. But one container has the most amount of liquid. Which container has the most liquid in it? Sierra. So we have B, D, and F.
B.
You think B has the most, okay? I wish I could call on someone else, but the only person I can call on is Elise for sitting on the bottom. Elise. You think container F does. I see a lot of friends agreeing with you. Elise had one idea and Sierra had another idea. Sierra, why do you say B?
Because it looks like B is taller than
I agree. And do you agree that this is the tallest container? Yeah, this is the tallest container, right? If I put my hand right here, it's the tallest one. My hand goes high. So I agree, this is the tallest container. But tallest doesn't necessarily mean will hold the most. Huh. So it's the tallest. Elise, why do you say F holds the most? Ah, okay, so this is wider than this. Does everyone agree that this has the least amount? Raise your hand if you don't agree. Do you think this one has the most? Oh wow, we have to check. So I check. Great, that was so rude. So I check with my measuring cup. My measuring cup has lines on it like a ruler, and it has lines on it like a scale. So I use this to measure how much volume I have. The volume that goes to the highest number is the most amount of liquid. Let's check. Which one should I go for first? I'm going to put my hand over a liquid. You're going to make a snapping noise with your finger if you want me to check that one first. Okay? Okay? Well, D it is. Put those snappers away and let's observe. Now, whenever I measure something for the volume, I always have to put it on something that is level. If I don't put it on something that's level, I won't get the precise measurement. So this goes to 1 3/4. 1 3 out of 4. Okay? That one is closest to 2. I'll pour that liquid back. Now, which one do I do next? Ready? Okay. Now, can I measure it like this? I have to put it on something that is
Level.
Whoa. That one is 2 and 3/4. Alright. So I'm going to pour this back into its container. And last but not least, B. Can I measure it like this? Alright. That one says 1 and 1/2. Smallest, small, big. Which one held the most liquid? Tony. Container F held the most liquid. It was the widest and the thickest almost, right? So we had this way it was big and this way it was big. Thumbs up if you saw me measure it in front of you. I didn't trick you. I didn't tell you that this had the most because lots of people thought it did, right? Alexis, do you have something you want to add? No? Okay. A lot of you thought this one held the most. This one actually held the least amount of liquid. But they all went up to the same line on the container. Your challenge is to complete page 217 and 218